Hi guys, I hope you guys are having a great week so far. Let's get into our mini lesson for this week. We will be talking about story plot. And we have spoken and learned about plot various times throughout this school year. So you guys should be very familiar with it. Remember that plot is the series of events that make up a story. So basically, everything that happens in the story is a part of the plot. So you guys should already know what this is. This is our plot diagram. Remember that the plot diagram has an exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. So we're going to take this and we're going to remember this when we look at this next part, okay? So we're going to be telling the plot through an Insta story. So you guys, I know, are very familiar with Instagram, and you know that if you go on a trip or you go somewhere, you post pictures and you put them on your Insta story to show whatever happened to you that day, right? So if I took a trip to the beach, I would post several different pictures throughout the day, and you would be able to tell through my Insta story what I did throughout the day, and you kind of see the story of how my day went. So we're going to do the same thing with Wonder, and we're doing this with the chapter Partners. So if we were to do this, we need to remember, think about these 5 boxes as the plot diagram. So this would be our exposition. This next box would be our rising action. This box right here would be our climax. This one would be our falling action. And this would be our resolution. All right, so if I were to do an Insta story with this chapter, my first photo that I would post to my Instagram would be a picture of Miss Rubin telling the kids they will be doing a science project. The next story on my Insta story would be, or the next photo on my Insta story would be Miss Rubin pairing Jack and Augie together. The climax would be when Julian tells Miss Rubin, hey, can we change partners? The falling action would be when Jack says, it's okay, I'll work with Augie. And then the resolution would be when Julian tells Jack, you don't have to be friends with that freak. And what does Jack do? He punches him. And now you guys don't make fun of my drawings. I know they're kind of creepy looking. So now in this bottom box right here, we are going to write a sentence for each one of our pictures in our Insta story. So let's look at this. Number 1, Miss Rubin announces to the class that they will be completing science projects with a partner. Number 2, Miss Rubin pairs Jack and Augie together. Number 3, Julian pokes fun of Jack for being paired with his, quote, best bud. He takes it upon himself to ask Miss Rubin if Jack can switch partners. Number 4, Jack tells Miss Rubin that he doesn't mind working with Augie. And finally, number 5, Julian tells Jack that he doesn't have to be friends with the freak, and Jack punches him. So we're going to do another Insta story, but this time we're going to do it for the chapter Partners. So I am going to do the first 2 boxes. We're going to do that together as a we do, and then you're going to do the climax, the falling action, and the resolution as your I do assignment for this week. So the first one is our exposition. And this is where Jack gets a note from Charlotte that says, meet me in room 301 right after school. Come by yourself, from Charlotte. And then our rising action, or the next picture in our Insta story, would be where Charlotte tells Jack, I want to tell you what I know. Promise you won't tell anyone. And if you see, I left an E out of promise right here. And that just goes to show what I always tell you guys, your teacher is not perfect. So number 1 for our first picture, I would say Charlotte sends Jack a message to meet her after school. And number 2 would be that Charlotte tells Jack that she really feels bad about what is going on and wants to tell him what's going on. She makes him promise not to tell anyone that she talked to him. So you guys will do what happens next, or the climax, Then you'll do the falling action and the resolution, and we will upload it to our class dojo portfolios. If you guys have any questions or have any problems doing this, please let me know. We will more than likely go over this assignment during my live session on Thursday. So if you absolutely cannot do it by yourself and you don't have time to ask me, then come to the live on Thursday and we will go over it. All right, guys, have a great week. See you Thursday.